All right, all right, all right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. It's Friday. Yep, it's Halloween week. Oh my gosh, there's some good stuff going on right here. It's Friday. It's Halloween week. It's the eve of Halloween. And you guys know what that means. Here in the cave for Friday. It is, say it with me, it is Octane Friday. Yep. Wow, we got a lot going on this week, don't we? I'm turning out a lot of music. Hope you're all enjoying it. There's a lot of stuff out there to choose from. And we're still going. And we haven't even done my top 10 yet. I've been omitting a lot of stuff this week specifically for my top 10 tomorrow, so stay tuned and make sure you watch tomorrow. Today for Octane Friday, we're gonna do 6 songs. Remember what we're doing? I know you all know. 66666. Let's get going. All right, first and foremost, first song we're gonna talk about today, Hell's Bells. Oh yeah, Hell's Bells was released on October 31st, 1980 as the second single off of Back in Black. 50 years ago tomorrow, the second single is released. There's that 2,000-pound bell that they went to record to start that song. I think that's the best song on the album. I mean, Back in Black is probably one of the best albums of all time. Would you say that's the best song on Back in Black? I think I'm going to say yes. Hell's Bells is the best song. I mean, that is a great song. It just is. I mean, it is awesome. How can if you hear Hell's Bells, you got to stop and everyone just turns it up, right? I mean, it is so good. I mean, how does that not get you pumped up? It absolutely does. And guess what? The song only went to number 50 in the United States. What? What the what? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But I think it's the best one, and I love that song. Next up, the king of rock and roll as far as horror is concerned, this guy. We haven't talked about him this week, Rob Zombie. We're doing Livin' Dead Girl, released on February 16th, 1999. I love Rob Zombie. I love White Zombie. It's even right here on my microphone. I was obsessed with Thunder Kiss 65 when it came out, and then I was a fan after all that. Living Dead Girl, second single off of Hellbilly Deluxe, starts off with that quote, "Who is this insatiable creature who has an insatiable love for the dead," or something like that, right? That is from the trailer for Lady Frankenstein. He quotes a lot of old school horror movies through that song. The video is based loosely on or not so loosely on a 1920 silent film. Anyway, I love this cat. I've seen him in concert. I love everything about him. He's obsessed with horror. It's great. There's a lot of there's a lot of White Zombie stuff in there that you can get into. Next up, what did I say? I did 6 songs. 66666. The Number of the Beast. That's right. 1982 Iron Maiden. They put this record out, and guess what? All the religious groups are outraged. They're absolutely outraged. Even Ollie can't believe they were outraged. He's like, what? What were they outraged at? Well, the Number of the Beast, 666. They thought, well, they got a lot of flack for that. But guess what? They've pretty much played it at every single concert they've ever played. It is their most popular song of all their songs. The bassist says he wrote it after he had a nightmare after watching Damien Omen 2. Those Omen movies, especially the first 2, completely horrific. I should have done top horror movies. Maybe we'll do that next year if I'm still doing all this. It was number 7 on VH1's most popular metal song, so there's something good about that. But that's a great song. If you don't know anything about Iron Maiden, you just gotta, that song is very accessible. Next up was that little ditty you heard at the beginning of the show. Pretty much the first Black Sabbath song I ever fell in love with, oddly enough, called Electric Funeral. I know we talked about it for the 50th. I was a little obsessed with Electric Funeral in like 8th grade or something, 7th or 8th grade. So I'm sure I had a concerned father at the time. But Paranoid turned 50, 1970. Electric Funeral, similar theme as Iron Man. Basically the nuclear apocalypse, you know, lighthearted stuff, kind of like Sean Cassidy stuff that I was listening to at the same time. Coming up next, a lot of topics we've covered already, but it's Halloween. So 1978, Running with the Devil, Van Halen. We got to do the tribute to Van Halen. I mean, it's Running with the Devil. Remember, rip Eddie Van Halen, by the way. But 1978, Running with the Devil. I already talked about this, like I said. But when that record came out, you just felt like such a badass when you were listening to it. You were like, you got the record and you saw that cover, and you were like, look at this. This is like, I've never seen anything like this before. This is awesome. The leather pants and the it was just so good. And then you looked at who was listening to it. You looked over at the smokers lounge outside of the high school, the kids that were older than you, and they had Van Halen shirts, and you were like, yeah, badass. And I was like, yeah, I'm a badass too, as I looked down at my Izod shirt. Anyway, Running with the Devil, what's not to like? All right, last but not least, more controversy. This band puts out this record, and same people that got upset about Iron Maiden got pretty upset about this one. We're talking Shout at the Devil, Motley Crue. Yeah, we got Motley Crue. We got Motley Crue right here, right? I think we got, now that I think about it, there's a lot of them on this jacket. We got Motley Crue. Is there Maiden on the back of that? I think there is. Back here. We got Maiden and we got Van Halen on the back. This jacket is perfect for this show today. What? I'm looking quite dapper. Shout at the Devil. I remember when it came out. It was a big deal. And what were they making a big deal about? The pentagram. Of course. They didn't like it. And they were like, hey, it's Shout at the Devil, you morons. It's not Shout with the Devil. Shout at the Devil. Okay? Get over it. Sold 200,000 copies in the first 2 weeks, thanks to that uproar, I'm sure. Launched their career. Great song. Whew. All right, we're at 8 minutes. It's amazing. We got 6 songs. Another 6 for Octane Friday. Turn these up. I don't know. I don't even know if I have to listen to all these songs today. I'm going to have to drive around. I'm going to leave for work early, and I'm going to have to just drive around a little bit because these are all good. But Hell's Bells, oh man, it's hard to compete with Hell's Bells. Tell me what your favorite one is on the list for today, people. I want to know which one you think is the one you're gonna really rock out to. Remember, tomorrow, I'm trying to see if I can queue up Hell's Bells as we think of it. Tomorrow, top 10. That's what we're doing. So, hope you're ready, because I'm excited. That's your song of the day. I tried to queue up some music. I couldn't do it. Buffering. Anyway, Octane Friday. Kick it up. I keep saying that. Have an awesome Hallows Eve, and we'll see you tomorrow. And catch you on the flip side.